Voices from Oxford this morning is very privileged to have the opportunity to talk to Professor Paul Kim. Professor Kim is the Assistant Dean at the School of Education at Stanford University, one of the biggest universities and most famous universities in the world. And his mission is in many ways very similar to the mission of Voices from Oxford, which is to open up a great university in the world to the world, so that those who wish to benefit from the debates, the events, the social activity, the intellectual excitement of discussion in universities can do so. And so we're going to be talking to him today about his mission, how he is achieving it, what are the mechanisms, the technology by which it is being achieved. So, Professor Kim, I'd like to start by asking you a question. What exactly is the mission?
Basically, my mission is to remove the geographical and financial barriers for those who cannot physically be in a university setting in a developed countries. I believe that everybody deserves the right to the education. Everyone should be able to be given an opportunity to learn and pursue their academic desire and endeavor. It's just that a lot of people have not given that opportunity to come forward and access the materials and information and knowledge they deserve. In this 21st century, the technology is removing a lot of those barriers, especially in the developing region, with the advent of mobile technology and an information communication network around the world. It's connecting regions and people that traditionally considered not reachable.
Right.
And so why don't we leverage that technology and the resources available so that more people can have access to quality education. I would like to see people from various parts of the world to come forward and learn together and debate the issues that matter to every individual on earth. And that's basically the big mission that I have. More and more people have access to smartphones, the phones that can access the internet and conduct Google search and connect through Facebook and LinkedIn and so forth. This is a very different society now.
Absolutely so. So if I pull this out of my pocket, who would have thought a number of years ago that a little device like this that you can hold in your hand could be the window to a university?
That's right. That's
Essentially what you're doing, isn't it?
Exactly. So I'm catering some of these educational materials and make them contextualized and relevant for those people who are seeking this type of knowledge and making it available. And for higher education, I have created a course called Designing a New Learning Environment.
Yes.
And basically, I'm challenging people around the world to think about this issue together. How do we improve and enhance educational access to the places where they normally wouldn't be able to? And when I did this with about 20,000 people around the world, it was a fascinating experience. Because I was able to find people coming from Pakistan, Tanzania, Nigeria, and various parts of the world. At first, I didn't understand how they were able to find this course material to begin with. And second, I was curious, what would they learn from this? But after running the program, I realized there are a lot more people who have the same passion and mission to make this access possible. I want them to use it and access it and share and exchange ideas among themselves. And when you involve that many people around the world, I believe we can accelerate the progress of making a difference in the developing world.
How do your colleagues, your academic colleagues, react to what you're doing?
There are people who like the idea of opening up the university for all. Because that way everyone has access eventually with various types of technology and network. And also on the other side, there are people who are quite skeptical about this approach. They believe that the knowledge should be kept in a closed circle and it should be available for debate for only those who may understand or who have the intellectual capacity to do so. I do not agree with that personally. I believe everyone has a tremendous creativity and capacity that can be uncovered with guidance and facilitation. That means anyone can be an Einstein, anyone can be a great scholar if they are just given that very first opportunity to realize their own capacity and be able to connect to other friends around the world and talk and exchange ideas. And we've been limiting that through the schools that we built, which haven't changed for a very long time. I call this conveyor system that kills creativity and individuality. And somehow our society is okay with it. But personally, I'm not okay with it, and I believe that the knowledge should be disseminated widely as possible. So I like to ask those who are skeptical about opening up the university and opening up this pot of knowledge to the world. I like to ask them, why are we here? Why are we here? What's the ultimate mission of education, and what's the ultimate mission of universities? I think that the university may have been inefficient in terms of selecting the best top, the cream of crop to come to the university and participate in creating knowledge. In my way, in my view of university of the 21st century is to open it up so anyone can come and prove that they deserve to participate. That means giving opportunity and giving a chance to everybody who wishes to pursue that academic endeavor.
And just to close on this point, Professor Kim, what does the word university mean?
Universal.
Exactly. And that's what it should be.
That's right. Universally pursuing the truth.
Exactly so.
For all.